So it's been a few days since we've visited the shop, and I'd really like to see if we've made anything. Let's see. No impaling. I thought this one would go since it's the cheapest one, but nope. Channeling. And look at that. We have actually made some money. I didn't think we'd actually make anything. This is pretty exciting. Anyways, guys, welcome back to Buildcraft Season 5. So, every episode I say we're going to make big progress on the base, then we end up making, like, no progress or just a little bit of progress. But today we're actually going to make big progress, and I'm going to start working on it now at the beginning of the episode because otherwise nothing's gonna get done. But I have 4 parts to this phase 3 that we're doing this episode. So each phase is a different wall. And so this first phase is going to be this first wall right here. So I have most of the materials I need, but I'm going to need a lot of mangrove wood, and I also need to find where it all is in this chest monster. I've lost everything. So let's go collect up some materials. So, I never realized how hard mangrove was to mine. I had seen people complain all the time about, oh, mangrove sucks to mine, it's terrible, worst wood. It sucks. It's terrible. It's taken me like hours to get the wood I need, and I don't even know if it's enough. We've got almost 11 stacks here, which that should be enough. We've also got a bunch of various walls and andesite and other things. We've got a whole chest of stone, a big chest of cobblestone, and also a bunch of stone bricks. So I'm currently only missing glass right now, but that won't take me too long to gather. So I'm just gonna begin making the layout for this first wall, and then we'll start building right away. So I still have not collected the sand yet, but I do have the outline for the wall. It looks a little silly right now, but it looks cool in my test world, so it's gonna look cool here, I'm gonna hope. Yeah, I'm super excited to get this wall up because it's been sitting as just a deck for a while, and just a deck looks a little silly. So let's get this first wall built. So once again, editing is the most powerful thing ever. So I'm gonna make myself a little box right here. Let's get in this little box. All right, and we're gonna open this, and wow, we've got a whole wall done. Crazy. Editing is honestly the best way to get stuff done. So let's talk about everything we've got here. Let's take a good look at everything. First of all, on each side we have these 2 really large windows. I went with some that's stripped behind the trapdoors and the door. I really wanted to do doors all the way up, but A, it's uneven, and B, you can't stack doors on top of doors for some reason. I don't know, so that was out of the question. So we did doors and then trap doors all the way around. We've got these nice little windows. They stick out of the wall a little bit. Every time you went from like one level to the other, I added a wall, try to add a bit more of a flow. And I think that really works here on the front. Sometimes these like blend in so well, like you don't even know they're there when you hit certain angles. But I think it really helps with the depth of the whole thing. It makes it look a lot smoother and not quite so sudden, which I really like. This is all blank here. We've textured all the walls, going from cobblestone, stone bricks to stone. I did not just forget what stone bricks were called. We also have this little entrance right here. We also added this little window up top because it looks kind of plain. We also over here have the same 2 windows. Now let's take a look at what this looks like from the inside, because it's not pretty. It's a major improvement. There is an actual wall there, but it looks kind of bad from the inside. But that's okay. We only care about appearances here. None of that interior crap. No, I'm kidding. Eventually we'll have a nice, good-looking interior. What is this doing here? This is no. So the next thing to do is this side. We're just gonna have to wait until we do this chunk here because this is a whole nother chunk. This bottom part is gonna be filled in, so it's just the top part that has the wall, but we do have this outer edge. And then over here, this wall needs to be done, and this back wall needs to be done. Now, I'm not gonna do what everybody else does and just not finish the back. That's crazy. The back will get done, and I'm going to do it today. I just need to finish designing it. It's not quite designed. And just so everybody kind of like gets an idea, I'm gonna take you all to my creative testing world for a minute, just so you can see kind of how I design things in creative. All right, so here is my, let's wait for it all to load, but this is my unofficial copy of Buildcraft Season 5. So as you can see, it looks a little bit different than how it looks actually. When I designed this, I'd build everything out of tuff just so I know like the shape of everything. So this is the only pillar I actually designed. And then these were all built out of tuff. Same with this wall, it's all in tuff. And then just the little details that needed extra things I did. And then I just detailed this one little section of the wall. So I knew roughly what I was gonna do. You can see there's still tuff over here. But that's kind of how I've been designing things. And I think that's just kind of how I'm gonna keep designing it. So I go back and actually retexture it when I build the whole thing. And it's just much easier that way since I'm building off of just screenshots. It's easier to just do it myself in survival and build the general structure in creative so I know just the measurements of what I want to build. But anyways, I need to start designing these next two sides. So I'll see you back in actual Buildcraft. So just logged back onto the server now. And the exciting part is I have all the materials already because I really overestimated how many materials we would need for this front wall. So I still have, where is it? Lots of mangrove. I might need to get a few more stained glass. Oh no, actually I won't. I've got plenty of stone and stone bricks and cobblestone. A little bit more andesite might be needed. But other than that, actually, I don't even think we need andesite. I think we have everything for this wall. I'm excited for this wall. I think I'm gonna time lapse this one. We're gonna do a little bit different. The first one I was editing, this one will be a fun little time lapse. Yeah, this wall is honestly much simpler than the first one, but I mean, that makes sense. It's a side wall. Who cares about the sides? But anyways, time for the time lapse. But first I had to head over to the community mob grinder because my pickaxe was looking a little weak and I didn't know if I'd be able to finish the entire wall without repairing it first. After fixing all of our tools, it was time to start the time lapse. Like that, another wall complete. We gotta talk about a few things here. Don't mind my little LA friend, he's hiding under there. But let's go up to our build a little bit. So if you'll notice in that faraway view we just took, the windows don't look quite center. That's because we're going to put another pillar here. So I've decided that these pillars in the front, I like them so much actually, that I think I'm gonna have them go at every corner. There's gonna be a cool little pillar, just like this one. So let's also talk about what we did here. So first of all, these windows. So I decided to do arch windows, be a little bit different than before. I can't see. I want to be, hold on, let's get a different view. So we decided to do little archways. Now I like that because it's different than the front. I didn't want to copy it exactly, but I wanted the same little vibe that we've got going here. So I put a bunch of stairs because I thought it might add a little bit of interest, but while you're far away, it doesn't make much of a difference. But up close, it adds some interest to the build and just some 3D dimensions. I think far away, that's fine. This bottom floor is not supposed to be the cool part. The top floor that we're gonna put on top is supposed to draw your eye way more than this stinky little bottom part. This does not matter. We still want it to look good, obviously, but it doesn't have to be like the most astounding thing ever. We want you to look at the top. That's all that matters. But yeah, this was quite a lot of work because I keep like logging on for like 20 minutes at a time. This entire build is getting done in 20 minutes chunks because school started and life gets a little tricky when it comes to how often can I play Minecraft. So we've been playing in like 20-minute chunks, which kind of sucks, but slowly we've been chipping away at this a little bit by little bit, and we're doing a lot more improvements. So let's discuss what else we have to do today on this base. Obviously, not interior, not the upper floor. That's too much in a day. I would lose my mind. Oh, it's a fox. Hello. How are you? Hello. Do you need help? There you go. Good fox. Alright, we've done our good deeds for the day. Alright, so I want to do this pillar. That's the next thing. I'll probably just do that between clips. But this back wall, I don't think I'm going to do it today. I thought long and hard about this. I really thought I was going to, but then I realized that it wouldn't look quite right because this wall right here and this top wall are connected, and I want to know what I don't want to do with the whole back of the base before I just start doing a little mini wall here. On the sides, I kind of know what I want to do on the top, so that doesn't matter as much, but on this, I know what I want to, I don't know what I want to do yet, so I want to keep this. I know, it's kind of a Minecraft thing. Don't do the back of the base. The back of the base will get done, and it's gonna look so cool, but not today. Not because I don't want to do it, it's just, well, I also don't want to do it, but yeah, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. But this chunk over here is, I think, the last major progress we're going to be making on the base today. This will take a little bit of time to get quite right. So on this little side chunk, it's going to have foundations just like everywhere else. I'm thinking I might do very similar to that wall on this side. But on the top is where it gets different because it's be kind of like a little patio pavilion area. But the bottom, regular foundation, just like the rest of the walls. So I think this will probably be basically like that. So we'll get this done in a couple minutes. But before that, we did actually we did sell a trident. I was surprised. Just a little bit, but we sold a trident. So what I would like to do is why is this here? I would like to restock our tridents. I know I have a couple around here somewhere. I don't know where. So yeah, that'll be the next thing to do. But it requires trading, and oh, I hate trading. Ah, my beautiful shop. It actually looks pretty good. I didn't think it looked that good when I made it, but I am actually pretty proud of it. Let's see, have we sold anything since the last time I was in here? No. That's okay though. We do have one riptide to replace them. We've still got these two here and those there. And I've made these two for myself. I thought we could test them out. Here's our, that actually went pretty far. So that's our impaling and channeling one. I'm super excited. As soon as it thunderstorms, we're gonna test it out. But yeah, let's head on home now that we've restocked our shop and start working on the next part of the base. Alright, so we have returned home now, and I think I'm going to time-lapse this next section. I have it all planned out. It's pretty plain, not as exciting as the other sides, but it'll still look pretty good. So anyways, so let's go into time-lapse number 2. So I may have forgotten to record a time-lapse, so I'm just going to show you the build now. But we have an entire new addition to the base. First of all, I added another little entrance over here similar to the entrance up front. I may add a window here too. This looks really blank. Even though I tried to add some texture with the stairs, it still looks very blank. So I may add a little window there. But we also filled in this wall. This wall is going to stay blank. And then we also got these pillars on each corner, as like I said I was going to do on the other wall. we've got stairs, we've got windows, we've got stairs, window, stairs, and another pillar. So that's basically what this side looks like. I've got nothing in the back. And I also, over there, finished that pillar, so that's done. But yeah, this place looks super ugly from the inside. I'm still not sure how we're gonna make this place pretty, but we're gonna do our best when we get to the interior work. But yeah, so I'm thinking when this house is finally done, this whole section here is going to be for like all my pets, so they can have a little space to have, and I can have like this part of the house to do stuff in. So they can have this little section here. And up top, I believe in my plans, it's like a balcony. So yeah, we're having another balcony in this house. I know. You can never have too many balconies in one house. That's the motto I always live by. So another balcony will be going here with a little roof over top of that. Yeah, so all in all, we have done some massive progress today. Even though it doesn't look like that much, it's been a bit of a grind for me to get all these walls in place. Next episode, we're probably going to work on building up this front and these side walls, definitely finishing this top here, probably wall over the top. This back wall is probably going to be like the last thing we do, which is such a Minecraft cliche, I know, but I really don't want to do it. And that is all we're going to have time for today. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you made it this far into the episode, you and you only are my favorite audience member. And thank you for making it this far. Make sure you like and subscribe and all of that silly little YouTube stuff. It really does help out the channel. We've recently hit 100 subscribers, which is a massive goal of mine, and I would really like to continue this momentum upwards. So if you could subscribe, please, that would mean a lot. But anyways, I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye, everybody.